Premier, in the papers of the weekend, 3 pages of land acquisition notices for property around the East-West Link. What does that mean?
That means that we're getting on with the job. We've signed the contract and we've done, Linking Melbourne Authority has worked with many of the landowners. There are 2 types of purchases being made. Some are voluntary, where people are wishing to sell their land and LMA is making them an offer for them. There are others that have to be compulsorily acquired. The vast majority of those we've been able to negotiate a deal. On
So
some,
the fact that this appears in the paper, does that mean the deal's done?
well, we've certainly signed the contract, and LMA is getting on with purchasing the properties that need to be purchased.
But the advertisement seems to say, well, as of now, this is done.
Well,
The land is acquired.
We are acquiring those properties, yes.
So can it be undone if Labor wins the election?
I believe the contract's done, the work's being done. The vast majority of Victorians want East-West built to get rid of congestion, to improve productivity and efficiency, so people can get around Melbourne.
I understand that, but these advertisements, and there's 3 pages of them, says the Linking Melbourne Authority declares that by this notice it acquires the following land, then it gives the address. So if Labor comes into power, the land's already acquired, what happens?
The land has been acquired and we're getting on with the job of building it.
Do they have to sell it back or what?
Well, that's up to the Labor Party, and that's why Daniel Andrews is not being fair dinkum with the people of Victoria. He needs to tell the truth about what he plans to do, and this idea that he's going to tear up multi-billion-dollar contracts is just absolutely ludicrous, puts Victoria at risk and ridicules our ability to do business.
But this isn't mucking around with big companies and things. This is average people. Do these acquisition notices mean that as of now their land is acquired?
They're in the process of being acquired, and so that a number of those people have agreed and they've settled on a price and the acquisition's going ahead. There may be a small number who we will need to use compulsory acquisition. And
when does it officially mean that the land becomes yours?
Well, the land is becoming ours now.
As of now?
As of now, we are acquiring this land.
So if Labor wins power and doesn't build it, do the residents buy their land back?
Well, that's up to Daniel Andrews to explain. Daniel Andrews hasn't been clear. He said he's going to tear up a multi-billion-dollar contract, put the East-West at risk, which people want, congest Melbourne for decades to come so that people are stuck in traffic instead of getting home to their families, driving business with higher costs. This is an absolute irresponsible policy, and that's why you can't trust Daniel Andrews on this or anything else to do with Victoria.